Today I want to show you how to put on Color Street's solid colors, because I know sometimes people have a little bit of trouble. They do have a tendency sometimes, and with some solids, to have a little bit of a ripple to them when you start to put them on. So I want to show you how you can sort of flatten that out. I've already filed and buffed my nails, put on my alcohol prep pads, so I'm just going to go right into it. So you take off the clear layer, and this is Swiss and Tell. This is our beautiful creamy white solid. You peel that away from the backing, and then we're going to take the strip away from the little tab there. And we're going to find what side fits us better, because these are double-ended, remember? So this is going to be on my pinky. And I know for me, I usually use the wider end of the pinky nail strip. So I'm going to go right into that. And I'm going to make sure I get it as close to my cuticle as possible without going over and touching my skin on all sides. Now, if I put it down and I start to see that there is a little bit of a wrinkle on either side, what you can do is before you start pressing it down, you're going to gently lift it up, okay? Try to stretch it really, really gently on the side. See how I'm getting a nice stretch there without ripping it? Okay, and that's gonna get that nice flat lay. And you're gonna do the same on the other side. It's an ever so gentle stretch, and just sort of push it down as you're stretching it. Once you see that it's nice and smooth, start pushing it down, whether that's while you're stretching it or after. So do you see what I mean here? Right about there, you can see there's a little bit of a ripple. Okay, so again, I'll just kind of peel it back just a little bit, just where it's rippling. Stretch it ever so slightly down around my nail. I like how that's looking, so I'm going to start pushing it down, okay? And there we go. I think it looks really, really smooth. I'm going to fix that part around my cuticle. If you feel like it's touching your cuticle, just sort of get in there with your thumbnail. Remember, we always do our thumbs last for that very reason, so you can use them as your tool. Okay, then I like to do it this way. I typically don't use the file. I just gather it all towards the end, and I use my thumbnail to sort of go in underneath. And there we go. There is my nice solid white Swiss and Tell application. So I'm going to do a couple more nails for you just so you can see. Now, if you look on the bottom and you have a little bit of excess there, no problem. Just rip it right off and you're all set. So let me get rid of these and I will go into my next nail. Okay, now for me, I can do either this one here or this one for my or not that one, I'm sorry, these two here are what I typically kind of look at for my ring finger, but I'm going to just go ahead and go with this one. Sometimes I like to use this one for my pointer, so don't feel like you have to go in order. Just find whatever works best for you. So once again, I've peeled it away. I'm gonna pull it away from the tab, okay? And I'm gonna find the end that works best for my ring finger. You want it to, again, you don't want it to be too narrow because you don't want your nail showing. You also don't want it to be too wide that it's going over your cuticles. This side's gonna be a little too narrow for me. So I'm gonna go with the wider side again here. And I'm going to get it as close to that cuticle as possible, okay? And I have to say, this solid is actually going on really well. I think our formulas just keep getting better and better. But once again, if you do see a little bit of ripple, you're just gonna kind of gently lift, gently pull, and as I'm stretching and pulling, I'm gonna start pushing because I can see that it's already looking really nice and smooth. And then I can turn it and do the same thing on the other side, nice and smooth. And I'm just gonna go for it because I think the rest looks really good. Now, the more you kind of press on it, even if you did have little wrinkles left, they're gonna just keep coming out, okay? So just really, really press there. Then I'm gonna get it over the tip of that nail, gather it at the end, and just start going in with my thumb. And I did a better job that time of not getting any excess underneath my nail. So the more that you kind of cut in there with your thumbnail, your opposing thumb, then you're gonna really get a better fit. So that's how I do my solids. I will go finish the rest up and post a photo, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.